Today we're taking a look back at my favorite room makeover of 2024, and we are also going to be making our own digital vision board. I ended up printing it out and using it as a lock screen on my phone for 2025. That way I can stay motivated about my goals. That way I accomplish them. So thank you so much for watching and clicking on today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started.
So fast, I wish I could somehow make them last. Put it in a bottle, stick a label on, saying do not open till summer comes. Right now, let's savor this, and underneath the mistletoe, get a kiss. The rest of the year may be hard to come by, so right now I'm gonna give it a try. And so are all of you.
Here it is, my favorite room makeover of 2024. We started this makeover at the very beginning of the year, and it set us off for a lot of other makeovers throughout the year. I'd love to know down below in the comment section, those of y'all that have been here to see all the makeovers, which makeover in our house or outside of the house has been your favorite. So we will start with the walls. I ended up painting all of these hide white by Valspar, and I really like how bright it is. And then the accent wall is in Storm Cloud Blue by Valspar as well, and you can upgrade it to Sherwin-Williams if you want, which is what we did. That way you only have to do one coat. We get the one coat paint. It's great. For flooring, we did vinyl peel and stick planks, so it's really easy to work with, and we just staggered them to make them look more natural. The floor shade is in Ozark, and it's the Style Selections at Lowe's. We took that same Storm Cloud paint and painted this dresser right here, and then I also put some gold and crystal knobs on it that I got off of Amazon for hardly nothing, and I got 25 of these, so I used them in quite a few rooms. Even the way I decorated this year has been one of my favorite decoratings of all the years. I went in a lot with DIYs and making things look more unique to me. So I spray painted this lantern a metallic gold color from Rust-Oleum in the spray cans. And then I started accenting the walls with art. So I have this one with the birds in it. I have that one over there with Santa and the reindeer. I have two more pictures right here that I actually DIY'd with wrapping paper. I've done a lot of things like this where I put either a shelf up on the wall to be able to decorate it, or I put a planter on the wall and then I put some faux greenery in there. But I wanted to try my hand at decorating with pictures because that's something that I wanted to get more confident about. And now that I've done it, I feel really confident, and I'm excited to do this for all the seasons. Another thing we did for the bedroom is get a standing mirror, and I really like this one because you can mount it to the wall, but we ended up just propping it right here, and I use this a lot for my outfit videos in the shorts and on Instagram. And all of this was affordable, by the way. Like, our bed was under $300, which you just cannot beat it. So the bed frame, the headboard, all of it was from Amazon, and I just got this modern style headboard. I really like the lines going through it. It's kind of abstract, but I love the light neutral colors, so we just got it in a creamy color. It kind of gives a hint of yellow. Sometimes it gives a sandy color, and right now it's giving me sandy vibes. But I really like this bed because it actually has storage down in the bottom. How cool is that? On both sides. So to go with our bed frame, we did get 2 nightstands that are identical. And these were also affordable. I just had to put the legs on them and the knobs, and then they were good to go. So building everything saves a little bit of money. And then these lamps right here were also off of Amazon, and they were super affordable as well. I love the little pop of blush pink going throughout there because we have a lot of pink in our bathroom. So tying in that color to the bedroom. And then our comforter that we have on here right now, I picked up at TJ Maxx. And I got some accent pillows to go with it. And this white fuzzy rug from my friend Bumblebee Farmhouse, Angie. I actually have 4 sets of curtains on this wall. We put them as high up as we could. And then we also have them touching the floor. So they are 84 inches long. I love big, long curtains because it makes your window look bigger. So you can maybe tell that our window is super small because the light's coming in right now. But when the light's not coming in, you don't really know how big the window is. So then when I pull the curtains back, I just love how large it looks over there. We also painted this dresser the same storm cloud blue. And I really like this color for furniture. I just think it looks so pretty and cool. But also for some reason I feel warm and cozy with this color. It's just a very calming color. Light blues are very calming. So for bedrooms, I think light blue is amazing because that is the place you normally go to experience some calm and relaxation. So I really like that. The next room I wanted to show y'all is our bathroom that's attached to our bedroom. We did quite a bit in this room. It's actually the very first room we ever updated. So I'll go ahead and let you know that. We updated the floors. We actually had to take them all the way out and then put new subfloor down. And then we did the Traffic Master white marble squares. They're also peel and stick, and these have been on here for a good 4 years. I also painted the vanity, but I plan to repaint the countertops with a white and black and gold marble detail. So I can't wait to do that DIY with y'all. And I also painted the doors white, and I'm gonna have to touch those up again because I have a hair dye on them. And I also have 2 more of those crystal knobs on the front. And I totally forgot we replaced the commode. We also put some cabinets in here for extra storage since there wasn't any. And this is a really tiny bathroom. Another thing we did this year in this bathroom was line our mirror with gold metallic mirror-like finish peel and stick. So it is peel and stick. You just kind of push it down, and then we did this this year, of course, probably during the summer, and it has held up really well, especially in a room that gets tons of moisture. And it was somewhat affordable. I think I spent under $30 to be able to do this. And you could get different colors. You don't have to get gold. We had this shelf installed so I could decorate vertically. One of the most recent things we've done is add this pink peel and stick marble backsplash all the way down and around. And I really love this pop of pink in here. We added a hand towel holder, a new shower curtain. I love the boho vibes of this one. In the shower, we switched out the hardware. So we got a new shower hose, and I also did a DIY paint on this right here. So I thought about doing something over here too, but all I did was paint the whole thing white. Then I put some tape down and painted in between or over the tape this pink color. And then I took the tape off and it left me these stripes. So I really like the retro look of these pink stripes. I just feel like I'm in a pool house for some reason. And then we got these, they are peel and stick. They stick to the shower wall, and we have had these for a good amount of months now, and they have held up really nicely. They're super strong, and we put a whole bunch of stuff on here. Like, that's a pretty big bottle right there. Like, I filled them up full, and they hold up really well. So lots of storage updates because we do live in a single wide mobile home. But these are the two rooms that are my absolute favorite, and I would love to hear from you all. Which room is your favorite? So I really wanted to up my game in 2025. I want to communicate better and grow my finances and be more financially free. I want to go and spend time with Aaron on little mini vacations to Airbnbs that are local to us, that are on the lake. That way he can get his fishing in, and I can just enjoy the atmosphere of being kind of in the middle of nowhere, enjoying the water and the birds and all the stuff that flies by and the boats and everything. It's just such a good time. We did it once in 2023, and I would love to do that more in 2025. There's so much more I'm going to be adding to my vision board, and I'm so grateful to Skillshare for partnering me on today's video because they are going to help me out. I'm taking a class on how to use Canva. That way I can create a vision board, print it off, put it on my phone, and just have it with me throughout the year to remind me of what I'm working towards. So let's go ahead and do that now. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives like me, with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. Skillshare can help you take your career, your skills, your hobbies, your passions, or side hustles to the next level. This December, our Skillshare community is taking a look back at our celebrations, achievements, and setting goals for the future. I recently took a class on Skillshare to learn more about Canva, how to use it, how to design as someone that is not a designer, so that I could learn how to make my own vision board for 2025. So let's learn and create together in the Skillshare community today. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. All right, y'all, get ready. We're going to make our vision boards together. I'm going to take you through the tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do is create a design, and I cheated a little bit and used a template. So I just clicked the template, found one that I like. We're going to go with this one. I think it's really pretty, and we can switch out the text and the images on it to make it more personal to us. So the first thing I did was switch out the word wealth for financial freedom. I like that better. I'm more focused on freedom than I am having a lot of money. And we are going to search for the word charitable to see if there's anything that relates to giving. And then I ended up just typing in the word giving. We're going to switch out the photo for this word give. That way financial freedom goes in with giving and receiving. Both of them work together. Now down here there's some dumbbells, which I like that because I have a set of those already. So it's already became, the vision has come to life. And we're going to put stay in motion instead of sports because I don't play any sports. But if you did play sports, put that. Or if you did yoga, do that. Just make it as related to you as possible. Now, another thing I want to focus on this year is communication skills. So I found the word communication, and we're just going to put that right here. You can move the image around as much as you want. Once I got that the way I wanted it, we're going to type in a steak dinner because anytime I think of health, I think of a steak dinner. It just seems so healthy to me. And I love that image because it has the warm lighting in the background. So just, making sure the vibes match my vibes. To finish up, I added the word grow underneath Aaron and I's image. And I'm just going to change the color to match the dumbbells. So how cool is that? Like, you can really customize things on Canva. I'm so glad we were able to learn how to do this through Skillshare. So this is how mine turned out, but here are some tips on your vision board for 2025. If you have any questions about these tips, let me know in the comments down below. So the first thing is put yourself on the board. Make sure your face is on the board. Focus on a few goals. That way they're more likely to be achieved. Use wording and images that speak to your likeness. Also use past and or present text instead of future text because the future has not happened. So instead of putting it will happen, put it's happening or it has happened. Something past or present. And then look at your vision board daily. Seriously, y'all, put it as a screensaver on your phone, laptop, whatever you know, your refrigerator, whatever you're going to look at every day throughout the day. And then after creating, take aligned action towards your goals. So if one of your goals is to keep your house clean, clean your house often. Maybe even create a list of the things you want to clean on a daily basis. If your goal is to eat healthier, maybe it's taking a cooking class so you can learn how to cook more healthy food. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to check out Skillshare in the link down below. The first 500 of you will get a free trial of Skillshare, and you can learn alongside me and the whole entire Skillshare community. And I will see y'all back here tomorrow for another one. Bye.